social media with you and Kirby sharing a post or pregame message. What was he saying to you there?
Just telling me how I did a great job tonight, and as you can see, like during the interview, how I didn't get many touches and how I came up big for the team, and we had like a great laugh about the touchdown pass as well.
Dillon, being from out of state, what did you know, if anything, about Georgia Tech before you got here, and what have you sort of learned in your time here about the rivalry?
I didn't really know anything much about it because I'm from Texas, but as I got here, I know it's a big in-state rivalry. It's like a championship game and whatnot, and yeah, it's really big here, and I got to know that since I've been here for 2 years.
For a guy like yourself that's not from Georgia, when guys talk about this being a state championship, just what gets done to make it mean something to guys like you that didn't grow up in it necessarily?
Well, first off, I want our seniors to leave here the right way. Being in Georgia Tech, Coach Smart did it as he was here, and I want our seniors to do that. And it's just a big thing for our team to go out there and beat a great team. So.
Dillon, what's it like being in this offense where it seems like every week there's a different receiver who steps up, make plays? Obviously, that was you on Saturday. But what's it like being in this offense where there's so many different receivers can step up and contribute in a big way?
It's always fun and exciting. It's a lot of great memories that we share. Any guy who does anything, we always here for our brothers each and every weekend. So.
We talked to Malachi earlier. Obviously, the two of y'all are classmates. Just what impresses you the most about him? Because Kirby was saying yesterday that he looks at players that what they can do and what they can't do, and Malachi can do a lot, and there's not much that he can't do.
Malachi is an elite player. When I first got here, he was always one of those guys that I looked up to because he was hard work. He's a very hard-working man, and he likes to get things done the right way. He don't want no easy cuts. As I was walking here, I had ran into him. He was like saying stuff, whatever, but yeah, he is definitely a great guy, and I can wait to see his future ahead.
Saying stuff.
Oh yeah,
he was saying stuff.
Yeah, he was saying stuff like just being goofy, talking about the game or whatnot, the touchdown pass or whatever. So.
Dillon, in your process here, was there ever a time you could have envisioned becoming this dual threat that so many people are talking about now? It's kind of a breakout kind of the season.
I'll say that I just keep my head down and work. Whenever they need me to step up to make plays or whenever my number's called, that's what I do. So I really didn't think too much about it, but when they need me, I'm just here to do my job.
If I could follow up on that, what was the conversation? I mean, the moment when they came to you and said, "We need you." I know you've done a little bit of running back, but when it became clear to you like this running back thing was really going to happen.
It was like, they just called it in the game, and I was like, all right, bet, So I was like, all right. I felt comfortable doing it because of the great O-line that we have, and I was like, all right, bet, let's do this. So, yeah, and the rest from there is history.
Dillon, what's it been like to see how Kendall has played in probably this past month? I mean, the fact he's come back like he has from those injuries.
He worked very hard to get back from those injuries, and as y'all can see, that's a powerful back right there. Make people miss, doesn't allow one guy to tackle him, run through tackles, make touchdowns. He probably scored every game or something like that, and his celebrations, the car always get me turned. So, yeah, it's great to have him back for sure.
You might not even be aware of this. Tell me if you are or not, but getting 1,000 yards receiving for an individual receiver has been a very difficult thing at Georgia. I think maybe only one guy's done it at this point. Even Brock hasn't been able to do it, and it's typically because Georgia distributes the ball in their offensive philosophy, 7, 8, 9 receivers. Are you aware of that? Are Georgia receivers aware of that? Is it a discussion, and like when recruits come through and people start talking about like, well, I'm never going to get 1,000 yards here. Do you guys explain about the team concept and kind of how it helps you guys win?
This is a team where it takes everybody to win. I don't think guys come in and want to just have 1,000 yards. I don't really think it's always about that at the end of the day. I feel like everybody will come here to win championships and win games each and every year. We do best as we can to achieve that goal. Doesn't matter if we have like 500, 600 yards. It doesn't matter as long as we winning. Like, it's a team effort at the end of the day. So.
When the Maris was in here a while ago and told us he's got like 70% body fat. Coach was kind of bragging on him earlier. And, you see a guy that big, that athletic, just how impressed is that for somebody like yourself?
You said who?
About a Marius Mims having
Oh,
70%.
yeah, that's a big dude. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. When I first got here, I was like, who is he? And I was like, hey, I love to, have him like help the quarterback make the reads and stuff like that, give him all the time. And then when they put me at running back, and I was like, oh, I got all these guys on the line, especially Big Mills right there. I feel like this would be easier than said than done. So, yeah.
Okay, for sure, man.
Watching him make his return from that ankle injury, just what did that tell you about him as a teammate?
He's a tough guy, As you can see, I was going in the training room and whatnot, and I see him in there working hard, and I'm like literally every week I'm asking him, hey, you coming back this game, you coming back? Like, I don't know what scene, and next thing you know, he surprised me, and then, hey, he's going back to doing what he do. As you can see, him and Tate, they had a crazy block in the game. I was like, ooh wee, but yeah, so it was great to have Mills back for sure.
Following up on the dual threat thing, kind of your new football world, do you see a lot of tape, and have you watched a lot of, what Swift did here, or Kenny, or Cook, or are there any NFL guys that you've kind of looked at now that have that ability to do the things that you're able to do out of the backfield as well as lining up wide?
Of course, Debo Samuel, Cordell Patterson, but especially Debo Samuel for sure. I watch him a lot. Like, if I watch an NFL team, I'm definitely watching the 49ers play because I really love Debo a lot. Like, a lot to the point, like, yeah. So, and I'll definitely say Debo Samuel.
Any other questions? All right, thank you.